that we need to continue to stand strong to defend everybody's rights and freedoms.
Hey guys, how you doing today? Hey, you know how I like to talk about culture and the news media, how out of touch they are and such. I came across a story a week ago, and I was kind of in my vacation, so I really wasn't making very many videos and such. And anyway, I came across this story, and it's a real feel-good story. You know, CTV News put out this story that the top 10 charitable donations. I'm getting it all kerfuffled. The top charitable donators of 2022. Okay. So I was like, wow, this is actually a real feel-good story until I read it. You see, yeah, in total, these top 10 people, they donated over $9 billion. Yeah. Bill Gates donated $5 billion. That's just amazing, right? The thing is, when you look at these donations, you ask yourself, why are these billionaires making donations? Well, I'll tell you why. It's a tax write-off. Okay? And let's just take the Bill Gates one just for a second here. Okay? Bill Gates donated $5 billion. This is a man who makes $4 billion a year. Okay? So he donates $5 billion. His net worth is over $107 billion. It's like not even 5% of his net worth. But on top of all that, who does he donate? What charitable organization would Bill Gates donate to? Well, he donated this $5 billion to the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation to progress policy and healthcare matters. Like, how is this a charitable donation? Okay. Let's move on from Bill Gates, okay? Because I know Bill Gates is going to stir up quite a bit of controversy. And so let's move on. Then we have the Warren Buffett donated. Oh, I forget the amounts now. I forget everybody's amounts. But Warren Buffett, I mean, he's like one of the richest guys in the world. He's on the list for donating to the Buffett Foundation. Okay. Let's see. There was also the Amazon mother and father of the person that started Amazon. Oh God, I can't remember his name. Anyway, they donated to help build a cancer research center, if I'm not mistaken. Actually, you know what? Just skip all this. I'm going to stop naming off all these people. You know, it really annoys me because they call them charitable donations, okay? And if you're donating to your own foundation, it's just a tax write-off to you to go spend the money out of your foundation on your own personal pet projects. It's not a charitable donation. A charitable donation is something completely different, okay? And half of these things that they're donating to, okay, are things that you have to pay for those services anyway, like to hospital, cancer centers. You have to pay to donate, to use those services, okay? Because it's all in the U.S., so healthcare is not free in the U.S. You know what would be a better project? Okay, I understand CTV News is a nationwide news organization. Well, here's a suggestion for you. All right, instead of going off and finding billionaires out of the U.S. making charitable donations to themselves for tax purposes, why don't you take like the Santa Fund? You see, the Santa Fund in North Bay this year collected over $195,000. Okay? And they didn't collect it from Bill Gates or anybody like that. No. These were average citizens in North Bay. Okay? They donated $100 here, $50 there. Hell, the Amateur Radio Club donated $75 to the Santa Fund. And the Santa Fund, they provide real help to people without expectations in return, without having to pay for things in return. No, they went out and they bought children's gifts and provided food to the low-income people of North Bay. They supported over 400 families here in North Bay. Why don't you do a story about all the Santa Funds around Canada? Do a comparison. Who got the highest Santa Fund? Or whatever. But make it something more realistic. This is just pathetic. And you know why it's so pathetic? I'll tell you. The real reason this is so pathetic, and you just don't have a clue what you're doing, because you have no idea who the people of Canada are. Okay? You shut down all your different TV stations that you had everywhere around Canada, all the small little stations that used to do the community news, local news, and talking to everyday people who would actually talk about our Santa Fund, who would talk about the donators from the Santa Fund. But you don't talk about that kind of stuff anymore because it's not corporate. There's no special interest here. So when you come up with a feel-good story like the top charitable donations, and you tell me about Bill Gates donating to his own foundation, I mean, that's just downright pathetic. Okay? It's time to grow up and start to realize, we have our own country here. Why not start to promote our own country's charitable donations? Why not start to promote the everyday people that make up this country, that make this country work? The people that help one another and provide true charity to each other. I don't need to hear about Bill Gates. I want to hear about the radio club that's donating $75 to a Santa Fund. Now that is inspiration to me. Welcome to the Fringe.